right. Hi, everyone. I'm back home and just got back home from the meetup, and I have the royal wedding queued in the next room. So after I do this video, I'm going to work on uploading the video and watching the royal wedding. And there's just hours of footage. So I wanted to do this video and just talk about my day. I just got back from the Southern California Reborn doll meetup. We went to the Pasadena Forever Young doll show, and as you saw from my footage earlier, it was mostly like antique dolls and other kinds of dolls, and they had actually like some cool like realistic looking like animal plush, and I probably would have loved to take some time to look at some of those dolls or plush up close, but very quickly after I got there, I think I was in there first, and I was sort of circling around and getting some footage of the show, and then once Inez and Lori and Rochelle and some of the other collectors showed up, and everyone kind of came in with their strollers. The organizer of the show sort of came up to us and said, "Oh, I really, next time we really prefer if you guys don't do this again." And basically saying that the strollers take up too much space, and it's really, I think she also doesn't want to distract the buyers. From the dolls that they're trying to sell at the show, which is understandable because the reborns definitely create quite a commotion and buzz especially when we were there in a group. There were so many of us with our dolls, and so we definitely got a lot of attention. And at one point, I don't know if I don't think I got this on film. I was trying not to film people's faces if I could avoid it. But, I think at one point there was a lady who walked by, and I think it was Lori who had the wagon. There's a wagon with Inez's doll Martine in there, as well as a bunch of other dolls. And the lady literally just reached in and picked up Martine and took him out, and then looked at him, and she's like, "How much is he?" And then we said, "Oh, no, 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 he's not for sale." And I was like, Lori and I were looking at each other and going, we should probably say something, right? She's not supposed to just like pick up the dolls. But she was very gentle and very respectful, but it was just still a little bit like stressful for sure. So anyway, we were kind of causing a little bit of a scene, inside the show. There was one gentleman who I ended up talking with, who had been collecting dolls for ever since he was 5, and I guess I think he said he was in his 60s. I can't quite remember, but he said he has oh, how many dolls did he say he have? I think he said he has 30,000 dolls, and he has storage units where he keeps them. And yeah, he collected American Girl and my twin as well. I kind of shared with him that I collected American Girl before I got into the Reborns, and even after I got into the Reborns, I still continued to collect American Girl as well. Anyway, I'm while I chat, I'm gonna actually change Zoe out of this outfit. She was wearing this exact outfit for the whole day. It was just this little, kind of velour sort of jacket. It was actually a little bit chilly outside, kind of in the 60s, I'd say. And so this is how I would dress my real baby if I were to take them out. But yeah, she's wearing this little jacket, and I think I'm trying to remember. This is so bad. I can't remember. It's Absorba, actually. It's Absorba newborn size. I actually found this little set from at Costco. It's this like jacket with like a bear hoodie, and then it actually has matching pants, but since she had a sleeper, she didn't need the pants. So it actually comes with these matching pants with the bear on the bottom. Oh my gosh. And now that I'm looking, so Inez was so sweet. She gave us all like little goodie bags, and it came with this bib. And doesn't that match this jacket like so perfectly? Look at that, you guys. It's like such a perfect match. And then she gave us these glass bottles with candy. Audrey has already confiscated the candy. We have a bag of candy for her that she's able to earn. For doing a good job on something. And we also have this whole like token system. I won't bore you guys with all the details of that, but yeah, so Audrey has that. But yeah, this was so much fun. I'm still, oh, and the other thing, I think I shared this in one of my little short videos, as I know these are all spliced together, but well, I took the train because this doll show is actually not far from me. I just hopped on the train, hopped a couple stops, and basically ended up walking, getting off the train, and I ran into someone I know. It was somebody who doesn't know that I collect or make these dolls, and we ended up in this whole conversation. He's like, "Oh, where are you going? Where are you off to?" And then I explained I was going to a doll show, and because I mean we know his family, and they have 3 kids, and he knows that we have 2 kids, and that we don't have a newborn baby. So I had to kind of explain the whole hobby, and I actually, kind of lifted up the the blanket, and showed him Zoe, and he was like, "Oh, wow, looks really real." And anyway, so he was actually really cool and really respectful. I think sometimes when people get introduced to the hobby for the first time, they'll say that the dolls are creepy and stuff like that. So anyway, while I'm continuing to chat about my day, I'm actually going to change Zoe out of this outfit and put her in this uh, kind of a footless romper from Gymboree. It's one that I showed you guys in one of my hauls. It has like the zoo animals. It's really cute. It's got like pink trim. So I'm going to go ahead and change her into that. She's been wearing this outfit for a while. And this sleeper is from Janie and Jack, the one she's wearing, the pink one. She's just like a perfect newborn size baby. So anyway, yeah, but as I was strolling her around, I think she really, it's so crazy when just having her out, like she really does look so realistic, and definitely fooled a lot of people. Like so we were at the show for a short time, and then we ended up just like hanging out in the parking lot and just chatting and picking up each other's dolls, and just talking. It was just really fun. And then we walked down the street to Old Town Pasadena and ended up having lunch at the Cheesecake Factory, and that was really fun too. So yeah, and we came in with all our strollers, and then we're all at our tables, and at one point all of us are each of us is holding a doll in our arms. And it was so funny when I went to put our names down for a table at Cheesecake Factory. They said how many, and I said 8, and then they said, "Are any children?" And I kind of like looked at the group, and I was like, "Well, no children, but we have a bunch of dolls and strollers." And so they're like, "Okay," and they didn't even bat an eye. Like they were so nice over there. And they were so nice about helping us just find a spot for our strollers, and then we were holding them at the table, and all these people at the neighboring tables are staring, and I'm thinking to myself, "Oh, please let me not run into someone else that I know, because I don't I don't know if I can like do another have a whole thing explaining the hobby again." So, but this is the risk, I guess, when you take your doll out and you're in your hometown, that you might run into someone you know. So that definitely happened to me today. But oh my gosh, she's so cute in this sleeper. I really love this on her. Anyway, so it was such a blast. I just had so much fun. It was so nice to like finally meet Inez, and it was great to see Amanda and Maurizio and Lucinda again. I had met them all at the doll show last year in Utah at the Rose Doll Show, and so it'll be great to see them again at Rose. And then yeah, and then I definitely want to try to do more of the Southern California local meetups. I had just so much fun. And somehow being out with a large group of us, I felt just a lot more brave, about the hobby. And I didn't mind, I didn't feel too weird about explaining it. And I think when it's like a random stranger, I actually don't mind. It was more awkward with with our friend that I ran into, the person that I knew. So that was a little bit strange. But anyway, guys, I have to pick up Zoe because I just love picking up. Sorry, I need to do a little bit of vacuuming here, clearly. So yeah, she's so sweet, and it was just so fun to just talk about the hobby and talk about the dolls we're like wanting or expecting and things like that. I just had such a blast. So So anyway, SoCal folks who were here at the meetup, if you guys see this video, leave me a comment, and let's stay in touch. Like, feel free to email me. My email is just littlefootnursery, the number one, at gmail.com, and definitely would love to meet up again. This would be really fun to try to do more regularly. So yeah, I had so much fun. It was great. And it was my first, like you guys know, I don't really do Reborn outings. Like, my only other, like, there was one time I took a baby to Disneyland. It was Natalie. And I kept her in my bassinet bag, but I really didn't film very much because I just felt sort of self-conscious. Um, and I knew my husband was embarrassed to have me take one out in public, and so he felt self-conscious and nervous, and so that definitely made me feel even more so because I didn't want to embarrass him. And so, but going out by myself, or with, I think going out with a bunch of other collectors, it made it fun. Like, we were kind of all in it together. So anyway, it was fun. The doll show itself was it was kind of okay. I mean, it wasn't like something I would probably go to by myself because I don't really collect those sorts of dolls, but it was neat though. And I do think a lot of general doll collectors out there, if they knew about the Reborn hobby and knew how kind of knew like how cool this hobby is, I think a lot of them would love these dolls. A few of the ladies, I think, who saw them were like amazed at just how beautiful, how realistic. It's just the art itself is just really amazing. So anyway, guys, Zoe really aunties and uncles, Zoe really enjoyed meeting you guys. She had such a blast, and she loved getting a chance to meet some of her dolly cousins in the community. And yeah, it's great. It was just so much fun. I had such a blast. So all right, guys, I feel like there's so many videos I want to make and so many topics to talk about. There have been some great tags going around. So I will try to get to them, and some of those videos may post late, so I apologize for that. And I think I have enough videos where I might be posting daily for a little while. So I'll keep you guys posted. And thank you so much for watching. I'm so appreciative of you being here. And yeah, and I'm just smiling ear to ear. I just had such a wonderful time at the meetup. I wasn't sure what to expect, and I think I was also just a little bit nervous that people who like Amanda and Amanda Maurizio and Lucinda I had met briefly. I don't think we talked a lot at the doll show last year, but some of the folks that I'd only really sort of knew online, like Inez and I have talked through YouTube and via email and stuff, but we've never spoken on the phone and we've never met. So it was just so cool to finally meet her. And yeah, I really enjoyed my conversations with her. That was really just so fun and so cool. She's just a really sweet person. And yeah, so anyway, I think that's all I have to say. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up, and yeah, let me know if you guys have a lot of experience with dolly meetups. And if you haven't, I would definitely encourage you to see if you can find some collectors in your area and get together. It was just great. I mean, it was just really fun to see each other's babies and just talk about the hobby, because this hobby can feel really isolating. Let's face it. When you're, it's not a mainstream hobby, so not a lot of people are into these dolls, and it's really refreshing and nice to be around other collectors and other artists who get it and who really enjoy enjoy this hobby as well. So all right, guys, well, thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day. I'm off to watch Royal Wedding on replay because I did not stay up late to watch it, so I'm gonna go and check that out, and hope you guys have an awesome rest of the day. Bye.